all your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain from our 14 branches at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Good evening, dear friends. This is Jasila Mujib welcoming you to yet another episode of BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World, nothing but lifestyle. As you know, this is a talk show exclusively with the expert doctors of Al Hilal hospitals and medical centers. Today we would be discussing about smoking, its harmful effects and also ways to quit smoking. And the doctor joining us today is Dr. Milta Kuriakos from Al Hilal Hospital, Adliya. She is a specialist pulmonologist with an experience of more than 5 years in pulmonology. So, doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jasila. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for joining us today. So, doctor, you are a pulmonologist. So, what are the services you offer in your department of pulmonology in Adliya? And I guess this is the first department in Al Hilal Hospital of Pulmonology.
That's right, Jasila. So, I have recently joined Al Hilal Hospital to establish the new department of pulmonology there. After completing my MBBS from Kerala, I did my DNB in respiratory medicine from Noida, Delhi. I also hold a fellowship in sleep medicine and a diploma in allergy and asthma from CMC Vellore. I am also a diplomate of the European Board in adult respiratory medicine. So I specialize in treating respiratory conditions like airway diseases such as bronchial asthma, bronchitis, COPD, and smoking related lung diseases, pulmonary infections like COVID, influenza, pneumonia, and sleep disorder, breathing disorders. So at Al Hilal Hospital, we offer comprehensive services including pulmonary function testing, submaximal exercise testing, radiological services, sleep studies, respiratory allergy services, and smoking cessation support.
That's great. So, doctor, we know smoking is injurious to health. How does smoking affect the lungs, and can you explain the diseases caused by smoking?
So, smoking introduces more than 7,000 harmful chemicals into our body, including nicotine, which is the one that is causing addiction, tar, and carbon monoxide. So, these chemicals harm our lung tissue and cause reduced lung function, which can lead to diseases like bronchitis, emphysema, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So, in asthmatics, smoking can increase the frequency of asthma symptoms and also make it hard to control asthma symptoms. It can also lead to increased risk of respiratory infections. But it's not just lung that is affected by smoking. It can increase the risk of heart attacks, increase the risk of strokes. It can also increase the risk of stomach ulcers and acid reflux. Then coming to cancers, we all know that smoking and lung cancer are related. So, smoking increased the risk of lung cancer by 25 times. But other than lung cancer, many other cancers are increased by smoking. So, these include oral cancer, throat cancer, stomach cancer, cancer of the cervix, urinary bladder, colon, pancreas, etc.
Okay, doctor. Another common query from our viewers is, can smoking 1 or 2 cigarettes a day be harmful to the lungs?
Yes, absolutely. So, even light smoking, that is smoking 1 or 2 cigarettes per day, can cause the same harm to the lungs as that of a chronic smoker, that is smoking 5 to 6 cigarettes per day.
So, that's also harmful, as
Yes,
you say.
yes.
So, doctor, we know that passive smoking is also injurious to non-smokers. What's your suggestion?
So, passive smoking or second-hand smoking is the smoke that is inhaled from other people's cigarettes or shisha or cigars. So, passive smoking can also introduce into our body the same smoke that is introduced in the body of a first-hand smoker. So, it can cause the same diseases as that of a that is caused in a first-hand smoker, like bronchitis, COPD, emphysema, lung cancer, everything.
Now we know that there are cigarettes like menthol cigarettes and all. How do they affect our lungs?
So, people have a misconception that menthol cigarettes are safer, but that's actually not true, because menthol has a soothing effect on the throat because of the cooling effect of menthol, but it carries the same risk as that of a regular cigarette. That is actually the same case with low tar or light cigarette. They have lesser amount of nicotine, so people will have to inhale more deeply or smoke more to get the regular dose of nicotine. So, that's also equally harmful.
So, doctor, now we know that there is a shisha smoking, and is it harmful, or people think that is less harmful?
So, that's another misconception. People believe so because shisha smoke passes through the water, but this water doesn't filter any harmful chemicals from shisha smoke. Also, the addition of charcoal to shisha adds additional health risk than a regular cigarette smoking. Also, a typical shisha session lasts for almost 20 to 80 minutes, on an average 1 hour. So, a regular typical shisha session is equivalent to almost 100 cigarettes.
So, that's also harmful.
Really
to
harmful,
health.
yes, yes.
Okay. Many people are reluctant to quit smoking because they feel that after so many years of smoking, there will not be any benefit. So, what's your suggestion?
That is actually untrue. Quitting smoking can have immediate and long-term health benefits. The lung starts to repair themselves after once you quit smoking. There's actually an interesting timeline of the changes that occur in your body once you stop smoking. So, within 20 minutes, the blood pressure and heart rate drops. Within 12 hours, the carbon monoxide level comes to normal. Within 3 months, the circulation and the lung function starts improving. Then within 12 months, the risk of heart attack is reduced to half of that of a smoker in about 5 to 15 years, the risk of stroke reduces to that of a non-smoker, and in 10 years, the risk of lung cancer reduces to half that of a smoker.
Oh, that's interesting. So, doctor, suppose someone quits smoking, will the lungs return to normal?
Unfortunately, no, especially when a person smokes for a long time. So, the changes of COPD or chronic bronchitis or emphysema cannot be reversed. So, but that being said, definitely many health benefits outweigh all these risks. So, it is better to immediately quit smoking as early as possible.
Okay, doctor, now let's come to the main part of our talk. What are the effective ways to quit smoking?
So, there are numerous methods that can assist you with quitting smoking. So, these include nicotine replacement therapy. Nicotine replacement therapy include lozenges, patches, inhalers, nasal spray, gums, etc. So, what they do is they provide a controlled dose of nicotine so that the cravings of the people can be satisfied, but without the harmful effects of a cigarette smoke. So, and these nicotine can be reduced gradually to a point where they no longer crave for nicotine. There are other methods like prescription medications, psychological counseling, behavioral therapies, then online and offline support groups.
So, doctor, what are the common withdrawal symptoms found during quitting smoking, and how long do they last?
So, the common withdrawal symptoms include irritability, mood swings, depression, increased hunger and weight gain, trouble focusing, trouble sleeping and all. So, these typically peak in 2 to 3 days, then it gradually starts subsiding, and it almost subsides, gradually reduces in about 2 to 4 weeks time. The psychological cravings can last for months, but the physical cravings subside after a few months. But every person is different, so it is different here.
Okay. So, doctor, if someone quits smoking and after some time he starts again, what will happen?
Relapses are part of a quitting journey for many people. They needn't be discouraged about that. They can identify, we have to analyze first what triggered the relapse so that we can be equipped when such a trigger happens during our quitting process. They can also reach out to their friends and family and other support groups for help. They can seek professional help and use all the resources that is available, including the nicotine replacement therapy or prescription medications or behavioral therapy or other support groups.
Okay. So, why is it necessary that people should seek professional help while quitting smoking, and how can you assist them?
So, as I said, quitting smoking is a challenging process, and they have to use every resources that is available to help them successfully quit smoking. As a specialist in respiratory health, I can provide different strategies that can help in assisting them and also support them throughout this process.
Okay, doctor. Now, before we wind up, what is your advice for our viewers?
Always remember, smoking is injurious to health, whether it be shisha or cigarette. And it's okay, it's important to remember that it's okay to try quitting multiple times before actually succeeding, because quitting smoking is a challenging process and every step brings one closer to success. So actually we have a smoking cessation campaign that is going on in Al Hilal, and I hope everyone who wants to quit smoking avail the services that are offered.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, BMC Global, for giving me this opportunity.
So viewers, I hope this was an informative episode. As we know, smoking is injurious to health. So quit smoking, stay happy, stay healthy. Till we meet again in yet another episode, this is Jessila Mujib signing off. Good night.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain from our 14 branches at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.